Indy is on the road. They're in Tennessee. Tennessee's laying 5.5 with a total of 48. How do you like that one?
Oh, so Tennessee is the favorite?
You got it.
Oh man. I would bet the house just on Colts to win outright.
We're recording, and unfortunately, all you people don't get the pleasure of what was just missed in pregame. Welcome back to Fade the Mahoney. We're on Friday here. I've been saying this a lot lately. I'm going to say it again. Mondays and Fridays, I'm going to do my best to keep short because Wednesdays go pretty long and you people don't have attention spans for shit. So we're going to do our best to keep it short. Here's our run that we've been going on recently with our guest appearances, specifically the Wednesdays. We have Trevor here, who's more than just Wednesdays, but we've got Trevor Savage. We had Check Race Charles. We had DGAF. This past Wednesday, we had Matt Kiefer. If you haven't watched that episode, you need to watch it. It was awesome. Next Wednesday, we have Joe Stapleton lined up. The following Wednesday, I have a legend booked, but I'm not going to spoil it now. I'm working on some more announcements to come. Brad Owen, please be patient. I'm sure we'll get around to you eventually. Recap. We had a slow start last night with Matt Kiefer's Houston pick. That's okay. We still have lots in the hopper. And we also got that sports betting / blackjack hybrid betting system that he shared with us, which is pretty revolutionary. So we should all be grateful for that. Thank you for coming on, Matt. Lots of eyeballs and lots of subscribers after that. So thank you very much. Not to forget that we've also had B-Funk Moose and always the EDonk on here. I'm probably missing one or two people, but
I love your NFT thing, Trevor. That's awesome.
Thank you very much. I love them. These are my bones. They're called non-fungible bones. They're the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, pretty much, besides my family.
So do you just upload it onto that? It's like a digital like picture thing?
Yep.
Nice.
So what we saw previous, that was a still. That was the one, but it can rotate if you want it to rotate.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Trevor, I still need you to update the spreadsheet with your pick.
Oh, you want me to actually update it? Okay. Hold on, I'll do that.
I need it for show prep. Everybody,
let me do that right now.
Trevor and I actually picked the same game in our show prep, and we had opposite sides, so that was pretty good. And we all know how Trevor is at this. So,
Mike picked first, and on the same spreadsheet, Trevor picked the opposite team on the same spreadsheet.
Yes, the cells are actually adjoining, the two cells. And to his defense, Trevor's excuse was, well, those two teams don't play each other, do they? When in fact they do.
No. My defense was that if we pick the same game, we're guaranteed to get one right.
Correct, but the rules don't allow for that. Oh God, and this is what you're going with instead. Wow. Okay, so Trevor's going to continue to be for the year. Let me just write this down.
Wait, hold on. Let me guess. Is it
no,
the
Buffalo
Bills?
We'll get there. Just
I got the other side of the Bills game.
Which is shocking. I think that might be the first one you get right. All right. I did the intro. I did the recap. Trevor, I've got a few questions for you. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
How great did it feel to just nail that Jameis Winston over INT pick?
That was an easy pick. I mean, that was probably the pick of the year. I put a lot of money on that myself individually. I believe after that pick,
I saw this.
After that pick, the DK Sportsbook lowered my limits, which I don't know what the hell they're thinking.
That was, they don't watch the show for sure. They still don't sponsor us. Last I saw, DraftKings still doesn't sponsor us. Their loss.
Did it really hit?
Yeah.
What do you mean did it really hit? The total was a half, and he threw 2. That's pretty good, pretty easy. So congratulations.
That's what you call a stone cold lock.
Yes, that was
right.
5
If
stars.
you could use that, if you could use some information to give us a fucking pick for Circa, that'd be great.
That'd be nice. You just missed on the Delaware pick. That was really unlucky.
Yeah, that's the one I took. Thanks.
Well, I mean, you should know what you're doing here. Come on.
Oh, that's great. All right.
There's the Mahoney here. You fade him. Come on.
Second question, Trevor, and this might be the most important thing. I had some discussions with Jody recently, and she tells me you're a huge Taylor Swift fan. So
This is true.
what's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
It's very simple, very easy. No thoughts. You belong with me.
Okay, not gonna argue. It's a fine, fine song.
It was also one of my poker screen names.
You belong with me. Oh, okay, it's a good song.
You
Yeah.
belong with me.
Okay. Have you seen her in concert yet?
No.
I have.
I'm not allowed to go to her concerts.
The correct answer for those of you scoring at home is All Too Well. All Too Well is one of the greatest songs ever written, but your opinion is not terrible. It's a very, very good song. All right.
Have you ever participated in solo core work with her?
Next question.
Yes. Next. Major League Wiffleball. Big day today. We've got Eagles and the Gators, who I'm not very familiar with either of these two teams. That's who's playing, right?
Yep.
Eagles, Gators. And I know it's a big game, so lay it on us. What do you got?
Yeah, it's a big game just because these teams are very evenly matched. It not going to affect the playoff standings because they're kind of locked in right now. They're going to be these two teams. This is a playoff preview. They're going to be playing each other in the playoffs as well. Both teams have good pitching. Gators are defending champions. They go too deep with their pitchers, and they're both very good. And then the Eagles have Daniel Schultz, who's a star and is one of the best pitchers in the league. And and I'm not sure if they're going to pitch Clayton, if Clayton's going to play, or Dallas is going to be second pitcher, but their second pitcher is also very good. So I have this series as a pick 'em. I'm going to take the Gators. And then the total is 11. I've seen 11.5 also.
11. Wow.
Very low, very good pitching and not good hitting in the series. The Gators can hit the ball when they get in the zone, but
Okay.
against Daniel's such a good pitcher. He's going to be pitching 2 out of 3 games. If they can get a couple runs, it'll be a big thing. I'm gonna take the over, but I don't love it. I think it could easily be like a 9-run total for the 3 games.
Okay. According to the Twitters, home field advantage is what they're playing for. So
Yeah,
basically, whoever wins this series bats last in the next series. Is that what we're talking about?
that's last in the playoff series, 2 out of the 3 games.
Okay. All right, cool. So we've got Gators and we've got the over. Don't really love either of them, but a little bit. All right.
Yeah, 3 stars. 3 stars on both.
Okay. All righty. Let's jump into Circa. EDonk and I decided we need to, really pump you up, get you some confidence back, and we're going to let you go first. So,
Okay, great. Wonderful.
first game I've got here, we've got Washington and Buffalo. We know how much you love Buffalo, how much money you've spread across Buffalo, either probably on their season win total, definitely on Allen to win the MVP, definitely in week 1. And this week 3, we've got them favored by 7.5 at home against the Washington football team. What do we got?
Yeah, this one's just purely a defensive line versus offensive line matchup for me on the line itself. So I think 7.5 is too much given the fact that I think the Washington's defensive line is really good, and Buffalo, that's been a struggling point for them. So I think Buffalo will still win this game, but I think that Washington can cover 7.5. It's bottom line.
Okay.
Heineke's played pretty well too.
Yes. I actually like this pick, which is probably bad news for us. Next
Oh,
game.
Screwed.
Probably bad news. The Saints are at the Patriots. This was your audible pick because you weren't.
Yes.
You couldn't pick the next game. So Saints and Patriots. Patriots are home favored by 3.
Don't like the line at all, but I do like the Saints to win the game. So the line doesn't really matter. The Saints, last week's performance was not indicative of them as a team. They were missing 5 of their defensive starters. They were missing 8 of their coaches. This is a well-coached team. Obviously, Belichick's a good coach too. But I do like another spot here where I like the Saints defensive line versus a rookie quarterback. I know the Patriots are home, but I think the Saints will be able to get a lot of pressure on him and make him make mistakes. I think the Saints are going to win this one outright in a low scoring game.
All right. Well, what's
So,
cool is
3 stars on both of those too.
okay. Well, what I was going to say is, obviously, we're just doing our Circa picks here, so Saints are going to be on the Circa card. But bonus pick for the people, you can get plus 130 on the Saints money line. So
Parlay the Saints money line with the under.
bonus.
Also, the Saints have been handing off at a over the normal pace. You know, they're whatever it's called. I don't know what the stats called, but they've been handing the ball off a lot, which makes me think that. And the Patriots always just play these slow slog games. So I like Saints 17-13 win or something like that.
Okay. Not sponsored by DraftKings, but if you parlay the Saints money line with the under, it pays plus 350. So
yeah,
that seems pretty good. Okay, cool.
And if you know anything, I'm a Saints fan. If you noticed anything, the teams that are my favorite teams, I'm I think 3-1 on the season on the bets that I put out. So
Like Delaware.
You're a Saints fan, huh?
Rutgers, Delaware last week, right?
yeah.
All right. I got the next two. First one, I had this really long analytically derived breakdown for why I like the Dolphins over the Raiders. I'm taking the Dolphins plus the 4, but I can throw all the analytics out the door and just say Trevor likes the Raiders. So that's easy. And then my other pick, Chargers at Chiefs. Chargers are getting 6.5. No one else is going to bet the Chargers. Oh, it's up to 7. Good golly. No, and it just dipped to 6.5. Look at that. We're moving lines. Chargers is my second pick. And then lastly, for the Circa, the EDonk, you've got the big game in Detroit, Baltimore at Detroit. What do you got?
So this was kind of twofold. One,
The line is 8, by the way. Sorry. Ravens minus 8.
yeah, so this was twofold. One, I thought Detroit played Green Bay pretty well until I don't know what the exact play in the game was, but there was a huge momentum swing, and then they just kind of got their whole momentum just shifted, right? I thought Goff played well. I thought they managed the game pretty well, and then there was just a huge momentum swing in there. So I'm looking forward to them bouncing back here this weekend. Also, I quickly looked at the entire ESPN app, and I just found the first game I loved, and it was the Ravens. And so we're going to fade myself because that's what we're supposed to do. And then Mike, it was confirmed. It was confirmed when Mike texted me this morning and asked me who I got the Detroit pick from. So I think we're pretty safe there.
This is
Am I honestly, over the last 2 weeks, am I 4-0 in Circa?
honestly? No, not honestly.
Am I 3-1?
No. You went 2-0 last week, though.
I'm on a fucking heater.
That is, you're a heater.
Also, the Ravens, I mean, coming off a big win, right? Huge letdown spot for them.
Right. Yep. That was my other point. I forgot that one. Yep.
This is the YouTube version of sports betting Inception, where the EDonk is the Mahoney, likes a game, breaks it down, realizes why he likes it, and then fades the Mahoney. Mahoney fading Mahoney. Inception.
Well, we can't be fucking Mahoney's in the Circa.
No, we're gonna win. 4-1 last week, so we're back to 5-5. So that's good.
You might want to little 1-star Detroit money line.
Ooh.
What can you get on that?
Can we make an agreement? Can we make an agreement that if I lose both games this weekend, then I never pick one again, or we fade me?
We should have DGF bet instead of you, and fade him.
Okay.
Plus 270 on Detroit to win the game.
That doesn't feel like enough.
Okay, we've already gone too long.
Only 270.
Plus 270, yeah.
You might want to sprinkle it in with Trevor's parlay. Get a little 3-teamer in there.
Well, if we did a just a Saints Detroit money line parlay, it pays 7.5 to 1. So you could really
Or
multiply.
$10 on it.
You can multiply the stars there. Wrapping up, please check in on Twitter tomorrow. The EDonk posts the majority of his college football plays on Twitter because there's not enough time to get everything here on the big show. He also sprinkles in a few of the EPL plays. You can probably count on some Liverpool love, but please check in Twitter tomorrow. I wanted to give one bonus play for the evening. Oh, excuse me. Let's do Virginia and Wake Forest tonight, EDonk. Virginia's at home, lane 3 to Wake Forest. What do you got?
I'm a big fan of Wake and Bake
Okay. Wake Forest.
for 3 stars.
3 stars on Wake. Bonus pick for this evening. Check in on Twitter for the slate for tomorrow. I've had some comments that the studio needs to be upgraded a little bit, so I'm working with an interior designer. We're going to work on that. And additionally, I wanted to give a special shout out to Jimmy Donuts. Not sure if you gentlemen are aware, he was playing a tournament at Thunder Valley. I don't know where that is, but he bubbled or was one off the bubble. But as captured by Poker News, he was wearing the only prototype Fade the Mahoney official merchandise on the planet. He was wearing it and it was captured by Poker News. So it's somewhere out on social media. Hit me up in the comments below if you're really interested in it. I can probably get you a picture of it.
Well, why don't you just put the link in the description?
Or you can make it the thumbnail of this video.
Thumbnail. Boom. Jimmy Donuts, you're going to be the thumbnail. This is why we keep Trevor around. It's definitely not for picking
Not the
NFL
picks.
games. Not the NFL games. All right.
I do have a pick though. Hold on, I have a bonus pick.
I forgot. Does it involve Rutgers?
You bet it does.
All right. Hold on.
This,
What do
this
you got?
line, it opened at 17.5. They're playing Michigan, number 19 Michigan, at the Big House.
This might be on TV, huh?
It's up to, it's on ABC. It's up to 20.5 now. All right.
Rutgers is
Any-
favored by 20.5.
No, of course not.
Okay.
I mean, this Rutgers did lose to Michigan once before. I believe the score was 80-0. That's not going to happen this week. We're going to cover 20.5.
Oh my God. I might bet the fucking house on the Big House.
EDonk, how many steps would it take you to get to a legalized sports book? How long?
5
0.
stars.
I got it from my phone right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna fire as soon as we get off this stream.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Whatever's in my account.
All right. Rutgers bonus pick.
All in.
5 stars, 20.5. By the
God,
way,
I'm
you're
so psyched to double my account.
you're undefeated betting on them.
That's right.
So, all right. That's all I got. This was not as tight as I wanted it to be, but it was pretty good. Say goodbye, everybody.
See you
Yeah.
later.
Later.
I have to hit.